Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set now for the men's contest coming up. The Walter State Senators take on the Cleveland State Cougars. And in the standings right now, Motlow State leads it with a conference record of 9-4. Walter State, though, is tied with them at 9-4. And Cleveland State, one game back at 8-4. Rowan State at 3-7. Chattanooga State at 1-11. So again, we are playing for some seeds here. Right now, Rowan is probably going to play Chat in a play-in game April 3rd at 3 p.m. at Rowan. That'll be the 4 and 5 seed. There's no way that either one of those two seeds can move up in the standings. But here's how this works out. Right now, Walters is at Cleveland today. Then they will play Rowan on Thursday. Motlow is at Chat, and then they come to Cleveland the following Thursday. So that is a huge game for them. So, again, still battling all the way out through April the 1st. The only thing we know so far on the play-in side, Rowan versus Chat. That play-in game April 3rd, most likely at Rowan at 3 p.m. These three teams have met already, and Cleveland State basically has pretty much taken Walter State's number. They beat them 80-70 back on February 3rd. They beat them 78-69 in overtime on February 20th. And then just a little while ago, a couple weeks ago, they beat them 68-61 at Walters on March the 10th. So the Motlow game that Cleveland will play will be Tuesday the 30th. That is a 6 p.m. start because there is no women's game for that night. So Cleveland State averaging 68 points a game, 42% from the field, 28 from behind the arc, and 62 at the free throw line, and about 34 boards game. Walter State comes in averaging 82.7 points per game, 45 from the field, 30 from behind the arc, 69 at the line, and 35 rebounds. If you look at stats, they should beat them, right? It hasn't happened yet. Walter State looking for their first win against the Cougars here tonight as we get set for game number 2 here. Again, big game in the first one. The Lady Cougars pulling off the win by 1. And now the Lady Senators will, I'm sure, stay around for a little while and watch the men and then hope that the men can get a little revenge on their benefit. But right now the Cleveland State Cougars, with that advantage, like I said, have beaten Walter State 3 times. They're going to recognize their sophomores. They are honoring the sophomores for the squad right now for Cleveland State. So as soon as that's done, we'll get it started here. And they honor the 2 sophomores, and now the starting lineups for the Senators. Kaywan Hale will be starter number 1. Demarius Boyd. Winston Williams, Tyler Haynes, and Destin Barker. So Hale, Boyd, Williams, and Haynes, and Barker. Christian Green will start for the Cougars. Morris Dixon. Kayvon Banks, Damian Forrest. those uniforms on again that are so difficult to see the numbers. Miles Tucker was the other. So we're ready to go here, first quarter action. And the first shot is up and good for Boyd. And that one got out of bounds. 2-0 lead, Walter State out front. Kwan Hale, Walter State in the red with the white trim today. Cleveland in the gray with the blue trim today. Down underneath. Haynes trying to put one in, can't. Gets knocked out of bounds. It'll stay red. So Barker, Hale, Boyd, Williams, Haynes for your Senators. Green, Dixon, Tucker, Forrest, and Banks. And two more for Walter State as Haynes goes over the top. And it's a 4-0 lead. Cougars trying to find some offense here early in this first half. Trying to find their big man down low, and Barker's keeping him out of there. And kick it into the key. Turn around, spin in front of the line, but a whistle will blow. The foul is going to be on Walter State. Kwan Hale. Bucket is good for Banks. He picks up two and misses the and one, and the rebound is fought for and pulled out of there by Walter State. From outside for three, and knocking it down is Hale. 3 ball for Walter State, and they jump out 7-2. Lady Cougars beat Walter State by 1 point in the women's game earlier. Breakaway, racing down, driving off the glass is Boyd for a quick two, and a quick timeout taken by Cleveland. We'll take it as well, and we'll come back. Stay tuned. A 9-2 lead, Walter State out front. Cougars will bring it down, half court area. Swinging here near side. Forrest on the outside edge, back out front, top of the key. 13 on the shot clock. Lost the ball again and finally picked up there. And Miles Tucker having a little trouble hanging on. Good defense here by Walter State. 3 seconds to go. Shot up, no good. Rebound pulled out of there. Williams racing down right side. Goes around his man, lays it up off the glass. No good. The rebound put back up by the big man. And that is Barker for two. So Barker gives the Senators the lead here, 11-2 early in the first half. Driving in, backing out, firing up a shot, no good. Forrest fights for a rebound, gets it, pulls it down, goes up again, and Damian will get his first buckets. Forrest picks up two. It's 11-4. Quickly the other way, Hale racing down to the timeline. Goes Boyd. Here on the wing, back to Hale. Hale looked at three, didn't go. Now backs out, kicks it out to Boyd. and Boyd will set it up. 2-3 zone being played by Cleveland. Boyd going for the long ball, picking it up and knocking it down is Demarius Boyd for 3. And the first double-digit lead of the evening for Walters State, now up 14-4. From the corner for 3, short, right into the hands of Boyd underneath the bucket on an air ball. Boyd drops out about 16 feet, knocks down another 2, and right now Walters State hot. Demarius Boyd with 9 already here early in the first 3.5 minutes. And a 12-point lead. The bench very loud tonight. Green going to take one from inside the key. It won't fall. Barker with the rebound. Boyd racing down right side, flips it over. Hale from outside for 3, off the back of the iron, no good. Barker fights for a rebound, thrown back in against the back of the board, and it'll be Walters State ball. As that rebound, Miles Tucker had an opportunity and slapped it into the back of the backboard. Checking into the game now is R.J. Berkeley, as Tucker will sit down for Cleveland. They'll go Haynes. Haynes will drop back into the timeline, feed it over here near side to Demarius Boyd. Boyd calling out the play. Sees Hale open. Hale around the baseline. Couple of hops. Left-hander, no good. Forced with the rebound. Getting up there and pulling it down. They're going to need him tonight big time. Damian Forrest at 6'11", really going to have to play strong. Now swing it around to the outside. Here near side. Dixon into the corner. Back out to Dixon. Dixon for 3. Got it. Dixon knocks down a 3 ball. 16-7, 15 minutes to go. 5 minutes gone in the first half. Walters State with the 9-point lead. Hale behind the back spin move. Flips it over Boyd. Back over to Hale. Back and down underneath baseline. Tyler Haynes turn around. Over the top, won't go. Good little block there by Forrest. Didn't get called either. And that's exactly what they want. Going to try it again for 3 more. Off the mark, no good there by Maurice Dixon. Ball goes out of bounds. Forrest checks out. Kobe Pride will check in. Walters State will bring it up with Hale. He'll meet Christian Green right there at the half-court line. Calls for the help from Williams. Williams kicks it into Haynes. Haynes, Hale. Back out Boyd. Boyd drives, sees an opening, up on the top, and it won't fall, but he gets fouled going into the lane. Gavon Banks picks up the first foul for the team. And to the line will go Williams. Or Boyd, I'm sorry. Demarius is good on the first one. Checking back into the game, or checking into the game for the first time tonight, Sly Thompson for Walters State. And Boyd knocks them both down. Demarius already with 11 on the board of the 18 up on the board for Walters State. As Christian Green brings it down against Sly Thompson. They were looking for Pride down low, couldn't get it to him. Green kicks it out into the corner, and again out front. And again, it's Dixon. 3 seconds left. Turn, fire up a shot, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Haynes. The shot up by Miles, or by R.J. Berkeley, who's in the game. There's Boyd again for 3. Off the mark, no good. Pride with the rebound. Fed ahead, Dixon drives the lane. Blocking foul going to be called against Walters State, Demarius Boyd. And to the line, shooting 2 will be Maurice Dixon. And he'll rattle the rim and get the first one. Billingsley and Jalen Wooten checking into the game now for the Cougars. Gets them both. Forrest going to check back in. So a couple of big guys now in Pride and Forrest out there for the Cougars. Walters State counters with Sly Thompson. That leaves Haynes and Barker up as the big men. Post up low and high. Hale into the key, can't go, feeds it out for Barker. Barker puts up the 2, won't go. Hits the rim, grabbed on the rebound. And Billingsley yelling out the play from half court. The coach screaming out a play. Into the lane, bad pass. In the hands of Destin Barker. Hale racing down, sees an opening, goes between them, but doesn't go in. Now goes baseline. Ball gets tapped and knocked out. Sly Thompson loses that one down there low. Billingsley will bring it up court for the Cougars. Drops it off, ball lost. Sly Thompson grabs it, holds on, and waits for help. Gives it to Hale as he was bothered there by Wooten, who lost that ball at half court. Hale going to get the screen from Barker, then feeds Barker, who drives the lane, who gets jammed by Forrest as he was going up to try to lay up, and the foul will be called. So 2 fouls for both teams. And Destin Barker will go to the line to shoot 2. And the first one is off the mark. There's 2 teams that shoot in the 60 percentile range from the free throw line. Walters State a little bit better than Cleveland. And they're going to have to knock these down if this game gets close at any point. Right now, though, it's Walters State with a 10-point lead with 12 and a half left to go here. First half of play here at Cleveland. Spin move into the lane behind the back, backing up. Jump shot up short. Maybe blocked down there in the lane as Billingsley didn't get enough on that one. Tyler Haynes will drop it off for Kwan Hale, and Hale will bring it up. You hear the coach yelling out the play. It's 19-9 with under 12 to go. Hale feeds Boyd. Boyd in the lane to Haynes, can't go in. 7 seconds left, into the corner for 3, and overshot everything. Grabbed and held on to, racing down and stolen away by Sly Thompson. Thompson racing the other way, and he'll pull up and stop. Kicks it out into the corner for Hale. Took that ball right out of the hands of Green. Turnaround, shot up, knocked down, then both players go down. Haynes goes down. They feed it ahead to Green. Billingsley with the basketball here at the timeline. He and Haynes both went down on that tumble. Long throw high. Forrest grabs it, holds on, tries to feed it back in. It's Hale. Hale sees the wide open, splitting down the middle is Boyd for 2 more. 21-9, a full timeout being called by Cleveland State. We'll take it as well and come back. Stay tuned. After the timeout by the Cleveland State Cougars, they find themselves down 21-9 here, just about halfway through the first half. Some of the fans starting to leave now as they were watching the women's game tonight, enjoyed the women's win as they're trying to fight for that top seed, but going to be tough to do. Walter State, even though they got beat, have only one more game to go, and it's against Roan on Thursday night, and they've been pretty much able to handle the Lady Raiders. Bounce pass into the lane, lost, grabbed, and held on to. Sly comes down with it for Walter State. Feeds it to Boyd, who kicks it over to Hale. In the game now for Walter State is Sully Fox, wearing the number 22 tonight. See him down here in the high post position with Tyler Haynes. He'll screen for Hale, kicks it out. Haynes drops it off. Hale going to take up the shot before the buzzer sounds. No good, and a shot clock violation. And Boyd was trying to ask that it hit the rim, but it did not. 21-9 with 10 minutes to go here in the first half. The Cleveland Cougars looking really kind of sloppy early. Walter State getting very hot early, and Demarius Boyd tagging quite a few of those buckets already. Driving in, left side, right-handed hook in up off the glass for Green for two. And right away, the Senators call a timeout. (21-11), a 10-point lead as Coach Carlisle called a quick timeout. Was not happy with his defense. Let him know it. Told him to get it in gear. L inbound. They'll give it to Boyd. Boyd, Thompson, Hale, Haynes, and Sully Fox out there for the Senators. Driving in is Hale, throws up a left-hander, whistle blows, and he's going to be fouled. And he went down pretty hard. The foul is going to be on R.J. Berkeley. Second foul. Third foul now for the team. K'Wan Hale going to go to the line for two. First time to the stripe tonight for K'Wan. And the first one is good. Checking into the game now is Beard Kennard for the Cougars. Out there with Banks and Forrest. Second one is also good. 23-11 as both are knocked down by Hale for Walter State. 9.5 to go, still a double-digit lead. Green will bring it down. Goes left side, gets a little bit of a screen, kicks it into the corner, taking the shot for three, no good. Forrest comes sneaking over Sully Fox for a rebound, but then gets taken away by Hale. Hale into the corner for Boyd, who gets knocked down, slipping, makes the three, and points to the audience. And I'm surprised he didn't get a tee there. Ooh, that was a little scary. And then we get a whistle underneath, and Sully Fox is going to be called for a foul. Three apiece now for both teams. Barker checks back in. Sully Fox checks back out. So Coach Carlisle playing with about 6 or 7 guys right now. In the corner, having to feed it out. Green gonna drive in, can't go. Back down low, Dixon driving baseline, reverse hook, no good. Tyler Haynes gets it. There's a nice play there by Dixon, just didn't go down. Really nice move underneath. Hale with 8.5 left to go here in the first half has his team a 15-point lead. Haynes, top of the key. Sly. Hale for 3. And he got it. 29-11, a big lead here for Walters State in the first half. Huge lead. They're going to call the charge as Thompson does his job of standing his ground. 4th foul. Green picks up his first. Checking into the game is Billingsley. Walters State will bring it down with 8 minutes to play here in the first half. 29-11 lead. Hale in the key. Step back. Fires up to 2. Missed it. Forced with the rebound. The big man skying above everybody. Billingsley now with the basketball here on the near side. Drop it off Dixon. Back to Billingsley in the corner. Looking at 3. Off the rim, no good. Big rebound for Haynes. Racing down right side. Sly gets blocked by Forrest. Up off the glass. Fed into the corner. Dixon back outside into the paint. Trying to drive and put up a scoop shot there was K'Wan Banks, and he is fouled. Tyler Haynes picking up the foul. He's 4th for the team. First for Tyler. And now at the line shooting 2 is going to be Banks, who missed his first one tonight. And rattles the rim and misses his second one of 2 opportunities. Williams checking back in, and Sly Thompson going to check out. Second one won't go, and Haynes pulls that one down. So 3 opportunities there for Banks, and he can't get either 3. Boyd goes around Haynes. Now he goes the other way, kicks into the corner. Thompson, 5 seconds. Williams, shot up no good. Force fighting for a rebound, grabbed and held on to, and put back up there by Boyd, who will pull down 2 more for his totals. He is now at 18 right now out of the 31. So Demarius lighting it up early here in the first half. Force trying to drive baseline. They're going to get the big man Barker. So Barker picks up the foul. Checking back into the game, Miles Tucker checks back in. Going deep, stolen. Boyd driving and left-handed, and Demarius with 2 more. And Walters State just running through these guys tonight. Really impressive first half here for Walters State. Cougars just can't find anything to get going. 22-point lead right now here in the first half. Still 6 minutes to play. Tucker going to drive in, lost it, and did they get him? Ooh, they pulled a whistle out quickly, and I believe they're going to get Tyler Haynes for a grab. Second one for Haynes. 6 fouls now on Walters State. Forrest in the lane, puts up the shot, can't get the rebound. 20 seconds on the shot clock, put back. 5:53 to go. Forrest. Turn around, trying to drive the lane again. Over the top skyhook, and it'll rattle and fall. Forrest now with 4 points. 20-point lead, Walter State. 5:38 left to go here, first half. Driving in the lane, lost. Sly Thompson tried to kick it out, looked at the ref for a foul, didn't get it. Racing down Billingsley, and he'll go off the glass for 2. And the first little bit of a run here for the Cougars. 33-15. Boyd trying to go in, can't, kicks it out. Williams. Devontae at the timeline, now left side, now right side. Gets the screen around Barker, drives the glass. It's tipped there by Forrest. Should have been a goaltending, didn't call it. A little elbow underneath there, 2 more for the Cougars, and wide open at the other end is Williams. The bucket will be good, and a little tit for tat there, so to speak. Referee turning around to find out what was said. Miles Tucker picks up the foul. Checking into the game is Jermize Weddle and Gary Smith Jr. now for Walter State. And Coach Carlisle calling the referee over and wanting to talk a little bit about some of these fouls. He's not happy with the ref either. 35-17 is the score right now. And make it 36 as Williams gets a 3-point play. 4:40 to go. Swinging it out, Forrest. Kicked into the corner here. Back out top. Driving in, shot up, it'll rattle the rim and go down. Banks for 2. Long throw down to the other end, grabbed and held on to there. Nice play by Barker to hang on to that. That ball was a little too far for everybody. Hale going to set everybody up. So you got Smith and Barker on either side of the lane. Feeds it outside Williams. Goes Barker in the lane. Barker gets it stolen away, tapped and taken away. Racing down right side, shot up no good. Rebound pulled out of there. Barker as Smith Jr. raced around. Here's Devontae Williams into the lane. Couple of bumps, a blocking foul. Will they count the bucket or not will be the question. No. 6 fouls now on the Cougars. Bonus for both teams now. If it's bonus for both teams, why isn't he going to the line? Maybe on the next foul, I guess. Calling out is Boyd. Got Hale to move to the outside. Hale into the inside lane. Stop, pop up a jumper, no good. Swatted at, grabbed by Smith and held on to. Kicks it out to Hale, and it's back to Boyd, and the clock starts all over again. 14 on the shot clock as it counts down. 3:20 left to go here in the period. Dropping for about a 16-footer off the mark. Gary Smith with the bucket and the foul. Smith will go to the line for 1. 38-19. And he missed it. Quickly to the other end. Had some time outside. Didn't go for 3, though. Big man underneath, turn around, right-handed, skyhook. Pride picks up his first bucket. Good ball player, and he's got a little bit of height on Gary Smith Jr. Hale works it down to 2:30 left in the first half. Kicks it outside, Williams. Devontae driving, ball up in the air, rolls around the rim, no good. Rebound pulled out there by the Cougars. Green racing down, kicks one into the corner, wide open for three, in and out, no good. Rebound, tip. Out of bounds it goes, it'll go red. Damian Forrest checks back into the game. Hale calls out the play for Walters State, under 2 to play. Boyd with 2 more underneath left-handed. And a pretty easy play as he snuck in behind somebody. 40 points already for Walters State here in the first half. Just 21 for the Cougars. From deep, 3, no good. Rebound, grabbed and held on to by Boyd. He feeds it over to Hale, and right now Walters State just kind of walking through this one, putting points on the board and taking care of business. Cougars going to get chewed on at halftime, I'm sure, but see how they respond coming out in the second half. They're going to have to respond big if they even want a chance to get back in this game. Boyd is lighting it up, takes one from the corner for 3, no good. Forrest throws it back in on a save there. Racing down, wide open at the other end, going up off the glass. Bucket won't fall, but he's fouled by Williams. Dixon goes to the line. He'll shoot 2. He was 2 for 2 earlier. And missed. 2 of 6 right now for the Cougars team from the stripe. That one's good. .46 seconds to go. Hale feeds it over to Williams. Devontae. Boyd drives in. Now Hale sees an opening in the lane. Kicking one in the corner. Smith almost lost it. Flips it back out. Boyd. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Boyd going to drive. Oh, wow. Little alley-oop there that goes down for Demarius Boyd. 24 points unofficially right now in this first half of the 42 on the board. He literally is beating the Cougars by himself. Shot up, no good. Tipped out. Smith with the rebound. Fed ahead. Barker, wide open spin, kicked it out. Boyd again for 3. Oh, he missed it, Mark. Off the glass, and that'll end the half. Senators up 42 to 22. A 20-point lead at halftime. We'll be back in a little while. Halftime here at Cleveland State. Walter State running all over the first half. 42 points up on the scoreboard to 22 for Cleveland State. Maurice Dixon, 6 points for Cleveland State, is the leader in points for his team. A couple of guys with a bucket here or there, but that's about it. They have really not done much at all. Demarius Boyd lighting it up for Walter State. Unofficially, 24 points already in the first half. Kayvon Hale with 8, and Tyler Haynes with a couple. Devontae Williams with 3. Those are the big stories right now here at halftime. Cleveland State down by 20 after they have beaten Walter State 3 times this year. Walter State trying to hang on to that number 1 seed by winning tonight's game. We'll be back with the second half coming up in a little while. 42-22, Walters State up by 20 points here at the half. And Demarius Boyd has 24 points himself for Walters State right now. He's single-handedly defeating the Cougars, who have played a very bad first half. Let's just be blunt about it. Wasn't very good at all. And I'm sure that they heard from their coach about that first half, and now they'll have to get it together for this second half. If they want any chance of contending, they're going to have to get back in this game very quickly. And the question will be, can it be done? So Walters State with a 20-point lead to start the second half of play here from Cleveland State. Again, Walters State leads Cleveland by a game in the standings for that 2 seed, trying to get the 1 seed as they beat Motlow, and they're actually tied with Motlow now. So Motlow's got a couple of games coming up that Walters State is going to be paying close attention to. So here we're ready to go. Second half begins with Cleveland getting the basketball and working their way right to left. Start with their same 5 back out on the court as they did at the beginning. From the key, the shot up no good as the whistle blows. And the ball will be turned over. So right off the get-go, again, another turnover and a mistake for the Cougars. Hale will bring it up against Green. Hale races down into the key, drops a 6-footer for 2. So Hale pushes the first shot for Walters State. His first field goal. He's got a couple of threes and a couple from the stripe tonight. From the long corner, cross court, racing baseline, shot up off the glass, too hard, racing down is Hale with the rebound. He's got it. He's got Haynes out in front of him. He stops in between 3 guys. Somehow held on to that basketball. Tries left side, spinning around, trying to go against Green. Green doing a good job defensively. They kick it into the corner. Williams feeds Haynes underneath. Haynes will come out, go off the glass, no good. Forced with the rebound. Racing down from the one side and putting up the shot is Green. It gets blocked by Haynes. And back into Walters State's hands it goes. Williams from outside for 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Cougars. Both teams up and down the court so far, no points. 44-22, or 2 points into this second half in the first 2 minutes. Forrest hangs on to that one somehow. Getting to the lane and going to the glass. He'll get bumped. He'll get 2. And he'll go to the line for the and 1. And he'll get it. Damian Forrest now with 7 points for the Cougars. 44-26, 18 minutes to go here in this game. Walters State trying to stay up there with Motlow State in the win column. Boyd from the key for 2, rattled the rim and won't go down. Rebound Green. Quickly Forrest around his guy from the outside, little too hard, off the glass, no good. Rebound Haynes. Haynes to Williams. Timeout Senators. We'll take 30. Back to the action, 44-26, your Senators on top. Williams will inbound to Hale. 17 minutes left to go in this game. Got that double-digit lead and have never looked back. Fed over Williams to Boyd. Boyd driving in. Goes around one way, goes to the right, and then pops the two. And Boyd continues to drop points. 26 now in the game. Better than half of the points up on the board. There's a shot blocked in the lane, grabbed by Haynes, fed up to Hale, or by Barker, I should say, and then Hale pops the two. 48-26, and they keep piling them on. Dixon trying to drive, puts the shot up, bounces around, gets his own rebound, and then a whistle underneath. And they're going to call Haynes again for the foul. And Tyler Haynes has picked up his fourth. Gary Smith will check in now, and Haynes will sit down. Bounce pass in. Off the glass, no good again. Shot put up there by Banks. Rebound Gary Smith, who just checked in for Walter State. 48-26 lead here in the second half. Hale again for two, and he'll knock it down. And they hit the 50 mark first. 16 minutes to go here, and the Cougars in trouble. Big time. Forrest driving in. He's blocked by Smith. I thought he had all ball, and they're going to whistle him for the foul. Forrest to the line. And he'll make the first one. And the second one. So he gets them both. Forrest again at the stripe for two. 50-27 is your lady, or I'm sorry, as the Senators with the big lead here. Smith fakes it, kicks it back out. Hale taken away. Boyd took it back though. Boyd going to drive the glass, a little short on that. Rebound Williams. He'll go up. He'll get fouled. Williams will now go to the line to shoot two. He has been to the line once and made that one. 15.5 left to go. Shot is good. Second one is good. And they're back to a 25-point lead. 15:30 left to go in the game. Bounce pass forced on the outside edge. And the ball gets knocked out of bounds. You can hear both coaches from the bench. They're both pretty loud about what they want their team to be doing. Underneath, fed to Dixon for two. Pretty easy. Racing the other way and putting up two more is Williams. Tipped again, stolen by Williams. He'll race down right side. Oh, and he went a little too quick and lost the handle. 54-29, 14:40 to go. Gets his screen set up, tries to go in the lane. Ball gets knocked around and knocked out of there. Christian Green trying to go through 3 red jerseys. 6 seconds left on the shot clock on this play, though. They got to get it in and put it up. They do to the corner, and out it goes. Every mistake that they have made tonight looks 10 times worse than it is because of the scoreboard and because of the way things are going. They haven't been able to put together more than a 2 or 4 point run at any time. And it does not look like the Cougars team that faced them the first 3 times, that's for sure. Walter State has definitely improved, but sometimes when you get into this situation, you think team's got your number after the first 3 wins, but apparently not. Driving the lane, back of the rim, bounces nicely and falls for Boyd for 2 more. 28 points now. And again, another pass that nowhere close between Dixon and Forrest. Will they meet again will be the question. Right now it looks a race between Motlow and Walters for the 1 and 2 seed. As Cleveland going to get knocked down here today with 13 and a half left to go. It would be an amazing comeback if they can get it going. They have not been able to do so today. 56-29. Into the lane, driving, blocked by Barker, and the ball out of bounds, and it'll stay with Walter State. So Barker just reaches up the big paw and gets all ball. They inbound, and everybody gets told to back up. Boyd will bring it down himself. With just about 13 minutes left to go. Gets bumped there at the half-court line, no whistle. He's going to drive himself, and from behind he's going to get swatted, and he's going to pick up the foul, and he's going to go to the line for 2. Boyd goes to the line. Demarius 2 for 2 from the stripe tonight. And he gets that one. Checking into the game is Beard Kennard and Jalen Wooten for the Cougars. And Boyd gets the second one as well. .30 points now for Demarius Boyd in this game of the 58 on the scoreboard. Wooten with a bounce pass there, just about got it taken away into Billingsley. Kick it back, Dixon. From about 12 feet out, off the mark, no good. Rebound grabbed and held on to by Williams, who flips it to Hale, and they'll bring it up court with 12 and a half left to go. Stops at the top of the key for the long 2. Mystic Gary Smith feeding Barker, who's down underneath for the jam. 60-29. 31-point lead now for Walters State. Driving Dixon, blocked by Smith and Barker. Hale driving, and he will get fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Hale 2 for 2 at the stripe tonight. First one is good. Stretches the lead out even farther. Second one won't go. 61-29 now with 11.5 to go. Driving the glass and putting up 2 is Kennard. Settling things down and waiting is Boyd. Hale in the lane, going to drive left-handed, and he will get fouled again. (61-31), a 30-point lead as Hale goes back to the line again. He was just there, 1 of 2. And he's looking at the rim, saying that the rim's got a lean to it. And the referees say it's fine. So I don't know what he was seeing. Missed it. Second one's good. Sly Thompson checks back into the game. Hale will get a breather. Cougars with the basketball, down a lot. Fed inside Dixon, he has to back out. Shot up, no good. Force with the rebound off the 3 ball, then try to put it back up himself and will. And he'll get 2. 11 points now as Damian's in the double digits. Boyd from the free throw line area for 2 more. (32 points for Demarius Boyd of the 64 on the scoreboard. That means he's got a half. In and out for 3, no good. Williams, here's Boyd racing down, floater, missed it, rebound. Williams comes out of nowhere, pulls that out of there. Sly. They were trying to go to Boyd, and it got tipped and knocked out of bounds. Hale checking back in. Kobe Pride checks in for the Cougars. 9.5 left to go in this one. From deep 3, knocking it down. And the Cougars will take a timeout. 64-36 with 9 minutes left to go. And Coach Carlisle letting his team know to be patient, just play the game. This one should be over unless, he said, literally said, unless you do something really stupid. He's a funny guy, but he is a very, very good coach. And right now he's got his Senators up by 20 plus. Racing down Boyd, alley-oop for Gary Smith to jam it home. And now they're up by 30. I don't know if that's controlling the pace or not, but it was pretty sweet looking. Sly Thompson will slow it down a little bit. Haven't seen Goom or Recreek, so don't know what's going on tonight, if guys didn't come on the bus or what. And the putback by Barker for 2 more. 68-36 now is the lead. And a comfortable lead at that for your Senators. Foul down on the floor by Smith. Four fouls apiece here left in the game. Smith got cut, I believe. Or a nosebleed, one or the other. So they sent him to the sidelines, and so Tyler Haynes will check back in. Tyler, of course, playing with 4 fouls right now. That is why Gary was in the game. Long throw in to the backcourt. Pride out front. Kicks it out. Swinging around. Bait away for 2. No good. Rebound Barker. Sly Thompson slows it down at half court. Thompson drops it off there for Hale. Hale starts to go in, fakes, now goes one way, kicks it into the corner, back out top for Boyd. 9-8 seconds on the shot clock. Now going to drive, pull up jumper for 2. 70 on the scoreboard now for the Senators. They have doubled up the Cougars. Pride trying to hit the long ball, won't go. Rebound pulled out. Put back up, won't go. Fight for it. Ball goes out, and it'll be Senators' ball. 7 minutes to go. Hale going to drive in, baseline. Throw it out in the middle, gets taken away by the Cougars. A race down the other way, driving the lane, running over the defender, and the blocking foul is called. Beard Kennard will now go to the foul line to shoot 2. Gets the first one. Down to 7 minutes in this game. Dixon checks back into the game for the Cougars. Rattling for 2. 30-second timeout, Cougars. 7 minutes left to go in the game, 70-38. And the whistle blowing to say, let's play. That's what I say, let's play. Hoping that the storms that I went through in Knoxville are gone on the way back, but it doesn't sound like it. It was not fun driving 35 mile an hour on I-40. Kwan Hale races down, half court, slows down, turns around. Like I said, Coach Carlisle told his team to slow things down, take your time, play the potential, don't do anything stupid, hang on to the ball, don't let them back in, and you'll win the game. Driving is Boyd, and he will get hit as he goes up. Lays on the court and gets helped up by both teams. And he'll go to the line to shoot two. $34 points in the game right now, pending. Now 35. And one more will give him 36. And he missed it. Unofficially, I got him for 35 tonight. I don't know what the official scorebook has him for, but he's got to be up there. Forrest backing in, then fades away, puts up a jumper, no good. Rebound, pulled out of there by the Cougars. Dixon, baseline. And the referee emphatically whistles a charge on Dixon. And that puts Walter State in the bonus. Hale. Sly. Back over. For three, just missed. Driving in the lane. Six fouls apiece on both teams. 71-38, Walter State with the commanding lead, and they've had that lead for most of the game. It was 42-22 at halftime. They were way out front early and never looked back once they got the lead. Cougars never got in this game. 31-point lead. Walter State, 35 of those points. Like I say, Demarius Boyd is beating this team by himself. Just about. In and outs for Hale. At the other end for two. Walters is now going to call a timeout, a full one. Walter State will inbound with Hale. Just about 5 minutes left to go in this game. 71-42. Boyd for three. No, they gave him. Yes, they did. They gave him three. His third three ball of the night. 38 points for him. 38 points for Demarius Boyd tonight. Man, he lit it up. 14 points for Hale. Haynes with two. Shot put up and missed. Hale will bring it down. Hale's got 16 on the night. I believe 6, 12. Yep, 16 points. Demarius to the rim. Won't go. Forced with the rebound. Spin move, lost the ball, and went off of his back. That's what they're saying. Saying it went off of Sly's back, not his own, not the guy that was dribbling. Gary Smith going to check back in. Last 3.5 minutes to play here. Alder State up big. Driving lane, no good. Rebound tipped out. Sly comes out of there with the rebound. Boyd for three, miss. Gary Smith underneath, fights for it, trying to get it up and over, can't do it. Rebound grab, Green driving down, kicks it out into the corner for three, and that shot is good. 76-47 with 3 minutes to go. Again from the corner for three. No good. Rebound Dixon for two. Sly for the long three. Missed it. Rebound Barker. Fed back to Smith. He lost the ball. It was taken away by the Cougars. Racing down. One hop, skip, and off the glass for two. Trying to make it respectable. 76-51. Now down to a 25-point lead for Walter State with 2 minutes left to go. And another timeout. We'll take it as well. Referee trying to hurry things along as the fans are starting to leave the area. 76-51, 25-point lead for Walter State. They were up by as many as 30 plus. The Cougars have gotten back into it a little bit, but not enough to do anything. And Coach Carlisle just wants them to finish the game. (76-51). Under 2 to play. Weddle kicks it into the corner. Smith from the free throw line for two, missed it. Rebound, grabbed and held on to. Fed ahead, down wide open underneath. Blocked by Smith as he comes flying through the lane. Weddle picks up the foul. Brandon Charles is at the line now for the Cougars. Misses the first one. Oh, there's Reek getting in the game tonight for the Senators. And that one is in the net. 76-52, and checking out now is Agoth. So Reek and Agoth, the two foreign players getting into the game. Late here in the game, a minute 30 to go. Don't know the reasoning behind that, but good to see them both getting some time. Of course, they're new to the team and learning the system. Falling down is Hale, lost it, taken away. Racing to the other end, a good block, but they're going to call a foul. They're going to count the baskets. And Agoth is going to pick up the foul. And checking into the game for the first time tonight is Malik Jamal Kador for Walters State. So pretty much the bench team out there now, or the guys that were on the bench, is that one is good. 76-55 as the Cougars have run off more than a few here at the end. 1 minute to play. Sly Thompson, the point guard for this. They dribble it and move it around, and then they'll take a shot, and that should be it after that. It may be the reason why Agoth is not in the game very often. He really blew that. He's watching the clock, trying to get rid of it. He's got to get rid of it or take a shot, and the shot clock runs out on him. From deep land, three, no good. Rebound, tipped, grabbed by Agoth. Fed to Sly Thompson, and this should do it. They'll just walk it down now. So the Senators are going to get the win here by a score of 76-55. Thanks, guys. And that is going to do it for the final here. So that is a final. And that goes 76-55 is the final here from Cleveland State. Walters State wins that one. That's going to do it for coverage. Thanks for tuning in. We will talk to you Monday night from Walters State as they take on Experience Academy. I'm Chuck Sebastian for Jack Jive Sports. Good night, everybody.